Hello and welcome back. We are now in the chapter 7, and in chapter 7 we'll be talking all about HTML multimedia. In fact, this one and the next chapter, chapter 8, we're going to be talking about HTML multimedia. I'm going to devote this entire chapter to images, and in this chapter I would be talking all about how you can integrate images in your website. Okay, so just to begin, I'm letting you know what I've done to prepare for this chapter. I had these folders created, and in each of the folders I was trying to create code and give you examples related to the chapter. So I created this image chapter folder, and within this folder I added images with examples of GIF image and PNG image, and then I have a JPEG image. Okay, and I'm going to play with these images and I'm going to add them to the website to show you how you can create a beautiful looking website using the sample codes that I'm going to be covering in this chapter. Okay, so before I begin, let's look at the course objectives. Okay, we have chapter 7 objectives: GIF, JPG and PNG images. Okay, this is the file name. These are the file names of different kinds of images. Okay, and I'm going to discuss that in detail right in a bit. Then we have HTML image tags. I'm going to show that to you how we do that. I've opened up a notepad program here, and just open the skeleton of the program and simply just use this HTML doc type, HTML head, title, image examples. Okay, that's the title. Head, body is empty, head is empty, and close HTML tag. That's it, and this is all you need to get started with the learning how to integrate image in a simple web page. Okay, then we have image sizes. How do you define sizes? Then we have local images, external images, image maps and floating images. Okay, this is all these are the objectives for this lesson, and towards the end of this program, towards the end of this chapter, you should be able to embellish your e-portfolio even further, because while I will be explaining how to integrate images in your website, different file types, different image types in your website, please apply this in your own website, in your own e-portfolio, so that by the time you're done with this course, you should be able to apply all the skills required. Okay, if you want to begin, let's begin with the definition of GIF, JPG and PNG images. What is a GIF image? Okay, when working with digital image files, okay, it is very important to know the differences between each one. Okay, so you know when to use them. The main difference between file formats, the GIF, JPG and PNG images, is that how they are used when designing for web and the outcome they produced. Simply put, GIF is the simplest form of an image for a website. Okay, JPG is the richest form. Okay, PNG is somewhere in the middle. For example, if you have a website that takes too long to load, it's because you have used very high resolution images in your website. Okay, high resolution images are usually your JPEG or JPG images, and they produce excellent color quality owing to their properties. Okay, and because of the properties, the browser implements them in a very richer RGB color coding that it is able to implement. Okay, now the difference is that the resulting image, okay, that's the difference. Sometimes you can't tell the difference, but sometimes it's very obvious. Low quality images load faster on your website. High quality images take a long time. Depending on your purpose, you should be able to modify images accordingly. Okay, there's a smarter way of integrating images to the website, and that's what we're going to be able to discover in this topic. You don't want your user to wait for too long for your images to load. Okay, how can you prevent that? Try to understand which image to use in which situations. Okay, let's talk about the GIF image here. Okay, GIF, you must have heard, are great for creating a very low resolution files for your website. Okay, And GIF, they are also used for creating animated files. You must have seen that many times, animated GIFs. You must have heard that. And if you haven't, just Google it. Go to images and find out GIF images. You'll find a lot of images that move. Okay, images that move. But you have to be very careful when you're using animated files, animated images in your website, because they tend to annoy and irritate a reader. Okay, if you have a lot of content to read, I wouldn't advise you to add GIF images unless and until you have a playful website in which users are very, you want them to interact with the website and everything, especially with the youngsters, if you have kids reading your website. So it depends on your purpose and your needs. So GIF images, they support transparency, which means that if you try to embed a GIF image in your website, you don't have to worry about the background of that image or the edges of the image. Okay, and the edges are a little blurry, but still they give you a good result. Okay, transparency is something that allows you to place the GIF over any color background or even photos. Okay, so you won't see the border or the background in the image. All you will see is the icon itself. So GIFs are usually used for simple logos, simple icons or symbols. Okay, and it's very quick to load in your website. So this is the simplest file that you can. It has less colors in your image. It has smaller file size. Okay, so GIF has a very few combination of colors, and it allows you to make it very easy for the browser to download it. But it starts out blurry and becomes more focused and crisp when it is finished downloading. Okay, this makes the transition for your viewer easier. They don't have to wait as long as to see logos or icons on your website. For example, there is a large GIF image. It will be loaded in layers and pixels. Okay, and you will be able to see the file clearly as soon as it is downloaded completely. Okay, which is good for a person who is waiting, and it takes the curiosity factor out. It keeps them calm and prevents frustration, as opposed to the JPEG files. They're big files, they take their time, and as soon as they come, boom, they are on the screen. Okay, so GIF files are also compressed, which gives them a small file size. Compressed, you must have heard of compressed zip folders, zipped files. GIF are your zipped images. Okay, and they allow your website to load faster. But let me tell you something, the quality is not always good. Okay, so it depends on what you need in your website. If you need just a black and white logo, save it as GIF. It will load faster, it will be compressed. Okay, and if you need a lot of richer background, richer colors and everything, JPEG is your choice. Okay, then if we want to talk about the other kinds of image options that you have available, you have the JPEG, and as I mentioned before, the JPEG files can be relatively small in size, but they still look crisp and beautiful. Okay, and the JPEG file, it supports 16.7 million colors, which makes them the right choice for images like that are complex and for photographs. Okay, so with a wide range of colors, you can have beautiful images displayed on your web page, and we'll show you how it comes out. Okay, and the other thing was the PNG, the last kind of image format here. PNG files are also similar to your GIF files, but they are a little more they're low resolution, but they have better colors. So it's a mix between GIF and JPG. Okay, it's in the middle. So, and it has transparency as well. For example, if you want to embed it on your website, you don't have to worry about background colors. Okay, so if you want to use an image for your web page and your web page has a background already, you should be looking for something that's GIF or PNG, so that the image background can recede, or it can fade away, or it can be transparent. Okay, because it looks very unprofessional to have an image like a square block or a rectangular block. Okay, and we're going to learn all kinds of code to be able to manipulate this. Okay, and the other last thing that I want to share with you is the difference between the PNG and the GIF file is the quality. PNG is definitely the better quality as compared to GIF. Okay, up next, let's talk about HTML image syntax. All right, Let's go to the next video for that.